Ridge, Forrester abandons Brooke Logan at the altar. The shocking betrayal that shook the bold and the beautiful. Introduction, the calm before the storm. For decades, The Bold and the Beautiful has captivated audiences with its blend of glamour, romance, betrayal, and family drama. Among its most iconic storylines is the ongoing saga between the Forrester and Logan families, an intertwining web of love, rivalry, secrets, and heartbreak. Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, whose love story, characterized by moments of bliss and heartbreak, play a central role in this narrative. Recently, viewers were thrust into a whirlwind of shock and speculation when Ridge Forrester, played by Torsten Kay, dramatically abandoned Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, at the altar during what was supposed to be their wedding day. This event was not just a casual misstep. It was a seismic shift that shattered the very foundation of their relationship and sent ripples across the entire Forrester-Logan universe. In this comprehensive article, we will dissect every facet of this storyline, analyzing the build-up, the characters' motivations, the secret revelations, the social and emotional implications, and what this incident means for the future of The Bold and the Beautiful. The prelude, cracks in the perfect wedding plan. Setting the scene, a day of hope and hidden tensions. The wedding day is traditionally portrayed as a pinnacle of happiness, a culmination of love, hope, and commitment. For Brooke Logan, this day represented a long-awaited milestone. She was radiant in her white gown, embodying hope for a future with Ridge. The setting was picturesque, elegant floral arrangements, a softly lit chapel, and an air of anticipation. But beneath the surface, cracks had already begun to form. Ridge Forrester, known for his complex psyche, had been restless all week. Rumors of his conflicted feelings and inner turmoil had circulated among fans. His interactions with Taylor Hayes, Krista Allen, his ex-lover and current confidant, had become more frequent and more charged with unspoken emotion. Meanwhile, his concerns over Thomas Forrester's Matthew Atkinson recent behavior added layers of anxiety. Brooke, ever hopeful, sensed Ridge's unease but chose to believe in their love. She had endured years of tumultuous relationships, heartbreaks, and betrayals, yet her faith in Ridge remained steadfast. This day, she believed, would finally mark a new beginning. The emotional build-up, tension in the air. Leading up to the ceremony, Ridge's mind was a storm of conflicting emotions. His conversations with Taylor were laced with subtle hints of unresolved feelings. Taylor's subtle smirks and knowing glances hinted at her plots to sway Ridge's heart, perhaps to rekindle their past or manipulate the situation to her advantage. Thomas, meanwhile, was visibly nervous and secretive. His involvement in a buried text thread with Hope Logan, Annika Noel, which hinted at a clandestine relationship or scheme, added a dark cloud to the celebration. Ridge's concerns about Thomas's loyalty and the impact of his secrets weighed heavily on him. Anticipation and underlying tension tinged the atmosphere as guests arrived and the ceremony began. The officiant's voice echoed through the chapel, but Ridge's mind was elsewhere, caught between his past, present, and uncertain future. The ceremony, when love and doubt collide. The moment of truth, Ridge's sudden freeze. Just as the officiant was about to pronounce Ridge and Brooke as husband and wife, Ridge's composure shattered. His face flickered with doubt, an expression that betrayed his internal conflict. Without warning, Ridge gently, almost painfully said, "I can't do this." The words hit the audience like a thunderclap. Brooke's smile, once radiant, faded into shock and heartbreak. The guests gasped, some in disbelief, others in sympathy. A champagne flute slipped from a guest's hand, shattering on the floor, a symbol of the fragile illusion of perfection collapsing instantly. Ridge's abrupt departure from the altar was a visceral display of his internal struggle. Was it cold feet? Was it guilt? Or was there a deeper, more painful reason? Taylor's subtle satisfaction. From the sidelines, Taylor Hayes watched Ridge's retreat with a complex mixture of emotions. Her smirk was subtle but meaningful, an indication that she had anticipated this outcome. Her warning to Ridge that Brooke's love would end in heartbreak now seemed prophetic. Taylor's manipulations had always played a role in their tumultuous relationship, and her smugness suggested she saw her plans coming to fruition. She had long coveted Ridge's affection and believed that Brooke was an obstacle to her happiness. The crowd's reaction and Brooke's heartbreak. Brooke's initial reaction was devastation. Her dreams of a perfect wedding and her hope for a shared future lay in ruins. Yet, beneath her tears was a core of resilience. She refused to accept defeat. Her fiery spirit ignited as she confronted Taylor and Thomas. In the aftermath, Brooke delivered a powerful message. No more waffling, no more half-truths, no more destiny. She stressed that if Ridge wanted her back, he would have to earn her trust all over again. Her words resonated with fans, echoing her long history of perseverance and strength. The underlying secrets. Thomas's buried truths and hidden schemes. Thomas Forrester's turmoil. Behind the scenes, Thomas Forrester was in a state of turmoil. Sources reveal that Ridge had discovered his latest deception, a clandestine text thread with Hope Logan. This revelation was the last straw for Ridge, who had already been questioning Thomas's loyalty and stability. Thomas's tendency to manipulate and scheme had often put him at odds with Ridge and others. His obsession with Hope and his secretive activities had created a powder keg of tension. Now, with Ridge's awareness of his latest deception, Thomas's position within the family and the company was precarious. Hope's involvement and tensions. Hope Logan's involvement in Thomas's secret plans created a rift between her and her mother, Brooke. Hope's loyalty was tested as she navigated her professional partnership with Thomas and her personal feelings. The revelation of Thomas's scheme threatened to derail everything they had built. The impact on family dynamics. The revelation of Thomas's secret highlighted the internal fractures within the Forrester family. Ridge's decision to walk away was not just about the wedding. It was a statement of his disillusionment with his brother and the chaos that had become their family's hallmark. The fallout, reactions, consequences, and future implications. Brooke's response and determination. Humiliated and heartbroken, Brooke refused to be a victim. Her confrontation with Taylor and Thomas was fiery and unapologetic. She issued an ultimatum to Ridge. No more waffling, no more half-truths. If Ridge truly loved her, he would have to prove it by facing the truth and choosing her. Ridge's inner conflict and exit strategy. Ridge's decision to walk away was complex. Was it an act of self-preservation? A desire to break free from the cycle of chaos? Or a genuine attempt to protect the family's reputation? His retreat to clear his head marked a pivotal moment, a reset that could potentially lead to either redemption or further tragedy. The corporate and public fallout. Eric Forrester, the patriarch, called an emergency meeting to address the damage. The scandal threatened to tarnish the Forrester brand's reputation. Steffi Forrester vowed to protect the company's image, while Hope Logan grappled with the fallout from her involvement with Thomas. Tensions between Thomas and Hope threatened their professional partnership, adding another layer of complexity to the family's drama. The broader impact on the bold and the beautiful. This event was not an isolated incident. It was a catalyst for a new chapter. Ridge's departure and Brooke's resilience signified a potential reset in their tumultuous saga. It also opened the door for new alliances, betrayals, and emotional journeys. Analyzing the themes: betrayal, redemption, and the cycle of chaos. Betrayal and heartbreak. Ridge's abandonment at the altar was the ultimate betrayal, an act that shattered trust and ignited long-buried wounds. For Brooke, it was a devastating blow, yet also a testament to her strength and resilience. Secrets and deception. Thomas's secretive schemes exemplified how lies and hidden truths can destroy relationships from within. The exposure of his text thread was a pivotal moment, illustrating that secrets eventually come to light. The search for redemption. Ridge's decision to walk away could be viewed as an act of self-preservation or a desire to break free from the cycle of chaos. Whether this leads to redemption or further tragedy remains to be seen. What's next? The future of Ridge, Brooke, and the Forrester Logan saga. Ridge's journey. Ridge's departure opens a new chapter. Will he find clarity and return to Brooke? Or will he be lured further into Taylor's and others' manipulations? His internal conflict will drive much of the upcoming storyline. Brooke's resilience, her fiery response, and refusal to succumb to victimization set Brooke on a path of independence and strength. Her future decisions will shape her destiny, whether she fights for Ridge or moves on. Family dynamics and power struggles. The Forrester family's internal conflicts are far from over. Thomas's secrets, Steffi's leadership, and the ongoing rivalry between the Forresters and Logans will continue to fuel drama. The long-term impact. This event may serve as a catalyst for change, either leading to reconciliation or permanent separation. The show's writers will likely explore themes of forgiveness, redemption, and the cyclical nature of love and betrayal. Conclusion: a turning point in a long-standing saga. Ridge Forrester's dramatic walkaway at the altar was more than just a plot twist. It was a defining moment in the bold and the beautiful history. It encapsulated the complexities of love, trust, betrayal, and family loyalty that have kept fans hooked for decades. As the characters navigate the aftermath, viewers are left pondering whether this heartbreak is the end of an era or the beginning of a new, more authentic chapter. One thing is certain. In the world of the Forresters and Logans, nothing stays buried for long, and the next explosive act is just around the corner. Feel free to share any video requests in the comments. I'll try to make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.